Indeed, Boshana was enya abem. Jab media. Ya kiti wese. Nansu yensuro. Said the Bible asem kano. Osi krokitwa mamu nsuro. Yen giant pay me mo akwa ba Jab Media TV. So the bibiara wo hwe yen bia nya me hira onyo kese. May the Lord increase you wherever you get the data from. Make it double. My name is Bafo who has said you if I check and see a buying comma CEO Mr. Kwaku Adjei-Mensah Labi all the way USA Ohio. Yeah, chiao pa. You didn't say overshare your life. Put your comments down there. We need it. Alongside I have with me my brother Aminu. You're also going to have me. Let me say something for him. I'm coming. You will fear her social person, last person to introduce it to you. You can see him, but you don't know him. Hey, I'll do the introduction. I want to video no at the moment. So the David the TT. That is the DDT. Don David Tete. Lady any poison. Lady any moi. Alongside our only one and only secretary Nancy Ofe. So she is also in the studios helping us. Technically and then putting things together for us. Mr. Ansa is also behind us. Say, oh yeah, the case is saying that Papa no mutawachia is a blessing. Thank you very much, Papa, for coming. My name is Bafo. In the studios with me, I have Nurturing the American Dreams. The author, the producer, the CEO, the one and only Mr. Frank Adjei-Mensah in the studios with me, and today it is all about discussing about the nurturing American dreams. The first question I'll ask, I know you asked the same question. I mean, welcome.
Thank you very much.
And then nurturing the American dreams. That's what we're going to talk about.
Exactly.
And so we'll welcome Mr. Frank as well. Yeah. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
This is our humble beginning, Jab Media. This is our first production.
Excellent.
And we want to start with international.
Excellent.
And so you are our international and are lucky today. So we know with you, Jab Media is jabbing the world, as our slogans goes. Once again, you are welcome.
Happy to be here.
All right. Thank you very much. Auntie Yesha Semfri has said, Yeka said, nurturing the American dreams. What are we talking about? And who is Mr. Frank Adjei-Mensah?
Well, Mr. Frank Adjei-Mensah, Santiniba.
Santiniba.
Me crow, me mamene papa ina crow ne Akokere.
Akokere.
Right, close to Obuasi. And I lived in Kumasi, for so many years, and migrated to the United States. I've been in the United States for about 24 years now, and so that's my background, personally.
I think it just came to my mind. I have a friend, SHS friend from Akokere. He was called Frederick Kwachi. Was a footballer, very good. He's in Dubai now. Frederick Kwachi from Akokere. All right, so I know say good things are coming from Akokere. So Akokere person, it's going to be a blessing. Tell us about nurturing the American dreams. Why American dreams?
Why American dream? Because American dream is a thing, it's something that especially people, folks in America are familiar with. It's, something Americans aspire to. And it's all about, being able to live your life in freedom and pursuing happiness. Basically, to live a life where you are not, strangled by poverty and, stuff like that. So that's the American dream. It's like where you want, how you want your life to be. And you're, raising your children.
Without struggling.
Without struggling.
Thank you. Can we have the view of the book if you have seen them?
Sure.
Wow.
So this is nurturing the American dream.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. So I can see Frank PN.
Yes. The PN stands for Papa Nuyama.
Papa Nuyama.
Right.
So Frank Papa Nuyama Adjei-Mensah.
Excellent.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother.
Yes,
do you have anything to say?
Yeah, American dreams. It's something people hope to experience. So having someone experience and see you coming to the studios to to talk about your book. I mean, it's something you're hoping to listen and to be able to learn from. So once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So if you are watching us too, are you ready? As Aminu said, are you ready to listen to Nurturing the American Dreams? What inspires you to write this book?
Well, what inspired me, it started in 2008.
2008. What
2008.
was that? SHS. Oh, JHS.
So in 2008, there was this American economic crash. The economy crashed, and people, a lot of people were hurt, including myself.
Oh, okay.
But then what I noticed was some people recovered faster than others. So that got me curious. Why, they say economy, and some
people are making it.
People are making it whilst others are suffering for years after the. So I started digging into, what the American dream and the whole economy, what does it even mean? Because, when you ask what is the American dream, people have very, very scanty idea of what it is. Some people think it's just about being able to buy your house and all that. But being able to buy your house in America is the reason why the economy crashed. So you buy a house thinking you have achieved the American dream, and then the economy crashed and your house is worth almost nothing. But then some people recovered faster. Why in the same economy?
Okay, so my next question is, why American Dream in Ghana?
Well, the American dream is an idea, it's an idea to aspire to, like I explained earlier, and it can be replicated anywhere in the world.
And you are bringing it back to us.
Correct.
Ghana here.
Charity begins at home.
Charity begins at home. So how will it work?
So training adults is like the Bible said, train up the child. So my first book, the first book when I, back in 2008, when I noticed the economic crash and how people are, coming back up, faster than the others, I wrote my first book, that is The American Dream Declassified.
The American Dream
Declassified.
So is it on?
That's the title.
Where can we get some to read?
It's on Amazon.
Amazon, okay.
Yes,
Amazon.
It's on Amazon. If you're in States, it's in bookshops and all that stuff.
Okay.
Right. So that was my first book, The American Dream Declassified, just explaining what is the American dream, because it is not what they thought it was. They thought it was, just about buying a house and all that. It is not. And so I try to explain to, especially the average person on the street, bringing the language to that level to explain what it was. And when I did that, I realized people liked, the content and the explanation and all that. But I also realized they were not changing. They just went about the same deal. And so, which means the next time the economy, crashes again, they will again be affected. So I went back to the drawing board and realized, well, back in, as a kid, I attended Sunday school and all that, and especially two biblical verses, stuck with me. And the first one is, train up the child in the way he should go.
That's Proverbs 22 verse 6.
Correct. Train up the child in the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it.
Okay. And the second one is?
And the second one is in Galatians 6:2, and it says, carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Burdens are problems. That's the only, basically the only word that, most people may not understand. Burdens are nothing but problems. And so, in other words, solve each other's problems.
Solve each other's problems.
That's it. And by so
solving
doing,
problem,
you are actually obeying the law of Christ.
Okay.
That's what the text is.
Okay.
And I realized that across the world, those who solve problems become wealthy, because the problem solving process creates wealth, goods and services and jobs. So that's the whole idea. So
this is so clear.
Correct. So I decided to write that for children.
Okay.
And for that, the first book, the American Dream Declassified, it took me just, call it 7 months from writing to publishing. But for writing, for children, that took me 4 years.
4 years.
Correct. Working even harder. And the reason is because, imagine you are trying to explain economy to back in the United States, children at the age of 8 and above. And you cannot even mention the word economy, because if you do, they'll be asking, what is economy? You see what I'm saying? But economy is what you are trying to write about. So you can go through the entire book and not find the word economy at all. You see what I'm saying? So basically you are dancing around trying to explain economy to them, and that's why it took that long. But at the end of the day, it is very, very self-explanatory, for that reason. That's why it took me that long, because I don't want every child to have to, be asking their parents. What if their parents don't even speak English or can understand, any of this? So I wanted the children to be able to read it and understand it themselves. And that's why it took me that long.
All right, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. I saw, if you have an opportunity, we are going live on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook, Jab Media, Facebook. All right, so my producer is saying no. All right, so if you have the opportunity to speak to the president or anyone in charge who is supposed to, give the last go ahead that, hey, I love this idea. This book should be distributed to, or should be distributed to all places. What will you tell them? Look into our camera and talk to that people.
Okay, so that would be actually the dream of that particular president who says so. And here I have two important reasons why. First and foremost, we need to grow the economy. And even though we are trying to train them to become entrepreneurs, in Ghana, well, everybody is an entrepreneur. And so, and people don't even have to attend school to become entrepreneurs. So what's the big deal about training these children to be entrepreneurs? The big deal is we are trying to train them to become global-facing entrepreneurs, not just local. The reason why fish, why are you fishing in a fish pond when the ocean is there?
Yeah.
You see the analogy?
Yeah.
We are entrepreneurs here. It's like you are trying to make money off of you sell this and that, and most people are just buying and selling mostly of imported goods. What we are trying to train these children is to be able to source and make things here, basically cheaply, and be able to sell on the international markets.
Wow.
Every child that gets it will be able to initiate that, and they will not graduate from school and be unemployed, because they will be creating their own jobs and even jobs for other people. So any president should be interested in this project.
Right, so are you ready for him? Okay, so I think my next question is, how does Frank Mensah's project aim to distribute to Ghana economic development?
So the distribution process, you have to study how Ghana works. Everywhere you go, you have to study how the system works, and then you tap into it. I noticed that in Ghana, everywhere you turn, there's a church. Yeah. And everybody goes to church pretty much every Sunday. Yeah. So that means even though it's been approved for children, schools, JHS and SHS students, it's been approved for them by NACA, which is the body that approves books before they go to schools. Okay. National Council for Curriculum and Assessment. They've approved for that. Where to meet students and their parents and their grandparents and uncles and aunties is in the church. Yeah. So that we are targeting selling through churches, so that not only parents buying for their children, but also grandparents buying for their grandkids and uncles buying for their nieces and nephews and all that, so that they'll be able to raise change makers in in their families and in their towns and in their churches and everywhere across. And so that's our target distribution idea.
Yeah. So for the distribution, right, you said churches and mosques and other places. Right. Right now, currently in the 21st century, things are more on digitalization, the internet and online, social media, whatever. So is there anything, would you try to get it on websites like Amazon, Google, so at least somebody who can get access to the books can just go online, download it, and then just read it? So anything going through online?
Well, the book is online. You know, it's on Amazon and so many other bookshops, you know, online and also bookstores in the United States. The problem is getting it over there, the prices are different. Yeah. We are trying to sell it at a very, very discounted price in Ghana. Would
you like to share the price with us?
Correct. You know, over here it is $10, you know, whatever the equivalent in cedi is at the going rate. $10 per copy. But if you go to United States...
What's the current dollar rate now? Is that, I think, 14 something or 15?
Yeah, I think it's almost 15.
So let's say approximately, let's say 15, so 150 cedis.
150 cedis.
Okay, 150 cedis.
But this is a very, very life-changing product that it can change a child's life. And with this, it's like, you know, when you buy a Bible, you will read it, your child will read it, it's the same Bible.
Exactly.
You don't need to buy another book when you buy this, whether you are reading it as a child or as an adult.
As an adult.
And that's why it took me that long.
I just did some small research here. I think it's here you'll be distributing to churches. That's one way of marketing it alongs the
churches and mosques
and the traditional shrine or whatever.
Anywhere where parents and, you know, kids.
We in Ghana here we have about 3,509 churches.
Imagine that.
In Ghana here.
Right.
And so how do you do your distribution?
So for churches that are one-man church, you know, then you have to go to whoever the owner of the church is. Okay. And from there, if they have branches, you can still sell through, you know, the head office and you
to the branches.
Yeah, to the branches. And the same if, you know, churches like, let's say, Roman Catholic Church or Methodist or Presbyterian Church.
Just need one head.
Correct. You know, or districts, you know, and then it will find its way into all those other church congregations.
So we have a team that you have set to do all that setup.
Correct. Okay. Our organization here is called Change Makers Entrepreneurship Education Enterprise. Change Makers Entrepreneurship Education Enterprise.
Oh, okay.
It's an organization.
And so this book is under.
Right.
Okay.
Correct. It's registered. You know, it's a registered business here in Ghana, and they are you know, it's a whole team.
Okay.
And, yeah, we are.
All right. So in case we want to reach anyone on this, someone watching us home or wherever he find the video, want to watch us, which contacts, location, where can we get the book? Personally, if I don't go to church, if I am not someone who can go online download, but I want a copy for my people or myself, how do we get it?
So we are going to leave our contact here in Ghana with Job Media.
Okay.
So anybody wanting, you know, besides going to church, or even if you go to church but you still want it directly right now before it reaches your church, you can contact, you know, Job Media, and you have access to our information.
All right, so thank you very much. I love that. So we what do we say? Job Media.
Job in the world.
Right.
Job Media. What do we say again?
TV, we job in the world.
All right, so we job in the world. Wherever you are fortunate to get it. So make sure say you follow Job Media on all our social media platform. Job Media TV, Job Media on TikTok, Job Media Facebook, Job Media Instagram, X, and then YouTube as well. You get any information you want about nurturing American dreams. The interview it doesn't end here. We'll follow him wherever he is. Any questions that you put under the comment section, even if he's not here, Job Media, we are doing wonders. We'll bring him live technically.
Right.
Yeah, he will be at home, but he will be part of us, and we will answer every question. So please go ahead. Maybe you have something that you wanted to ask. Yes, put it down there. I am right here in the right position to answer all questions for you. My co-MC2 is here. That he will also help me do all the questions. So as it stands now, you be jai papa. Na you be jai na the last word to the public. Any a futu be at the my public about the book. You say a coming kwa.
Right.
Nkami susu say to book ni bi. You say.
The futu abdebema me ma me no me nua no me papa no the whole deal, and he said This said the Bible kind of train up the child in a way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. Ye per se a chere and colano na omunyini a omo beye omo a nti se enkonforma eni agye omo jubilate se omo nya jobs na ye per se wo ba no ana se wo fase na na nana no oye the one who created that job I will be enya or jubilate no. So sir, this is what this is about. We want your child to be the change maker. So when somebody is jubilating for maybe graduating and landing a great job, we want your child to be the one who created the job in the first place. And this is the way to do it. Nyasa education no. Me sure say once wu nyine no we nyasa education no. Se wu nyaya enka ebia maybe your family are now circumstances are different. But say me put two or say come despite on the spot. But just imagine say papa ne say come despite adia ye no fie ho a unyini be nyina wo hwe no. That is what na educate you nti no unya no say ne ba be ye ohiani because eniema said you say come free in chain
nti osofo ba nyini be ye osofo
sa
na your friend say doctor banso anyina be mostly be doctor. Correct. Politicians nado ni papa ye political person and one so be politician enti
book we no eye ekwan a esikafo efa so be eye esikafo sa knowledge no ene ye de book we na ye reduce no to enkola level. Said be ya omube reading no matiase at that level nti no omu nyina as they go about their duties and I said they are thinking about it until who problem on fan say a problem now why cry the solve problem rather no who problem how can I solve this problem because if I solve it that will be my ticket to wealth. This is how that's what they.
Thank you very much, Mr. Frank. You have any people to acknowledge? Some people to appreciate?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we give you the opportunity to do that. Before then, tell us your best or your favorite music.
Oh wow!
So that after this, we'll play for you.
Interesting.
You dance with us, yes, because something good has come. So we have to dance to that.
Well, one of my favorite, in fact, One Man Soldier is one of my favorite music, and it has become even more important to us.
One Man Soldier.
One Man Soldier by
Amrado.
Yes.
Okay,
but
so
then
now
on top of that, I would like to congratulate again Job Media for hosting me over here in your studio. Your setup is incredible. You are still young, but it's so promising. I can feel it, and I'll be more than happy to join your studios even when I go out.
Sure.
Back in the United States.
We have everything set to invite you.
Correct.
So whilst you are here, then everybody will be seeing you live, and we'll discuss everything with you as well. Excellent. So is that all the people you want to acknowledge?
A few more.
Okay,
Mr. Ansan, as you mentioned earlier on, he's right here in the studio. He's a member of our organization. We have chairman of the organization, Francis Afedo. I want to acknowledge him as well. And there's Oforia Jimai, on his way here, but couldn't make it here on time to join us in the studio. I want to acknowledge him as well. And I have a few.
Okay.
I can just keep going.
No, we give you that time. Okay, we'll give you that time. Yeah,
Mr. Labi, up there in the United States.
Yeah, give him more time.
I'm here. I'm there with him. He's also a member of the organization. He's not here currently. He's in the United States. I want to acknowledge him as well. He's basically also the father of this, Job Media,
yeah, sure,
which is a double do. And I have so many people to thank. Reverend Adom Church, the whole hierarchy, their support. There are so many of them.
The top of me do a mess, I'm sorry. A boosting a didi, I'm in water. And even won't pop one okay and coming. Hey. And even one okay and coming.
Ma, wherever you are, this is dedicated to you, okay?
You said?
We love you so much. Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Kweku Labi also requested another song say Oba Yembo Emfa Emmano Emmao.
Smooth.
And so this one too from Mr. Kweku Adjei-Mensah, CEO of Jab Media, or say Yemfa Emmao na yenyina yemfa enso gichere or say ye pon na ambo sa anwum we a ye wi a ensesa ne mane kotin. Ye wi pe yesesa enema ni nyina enkotumu enti Mr. Labi wadwuma no ena maye no eno ano no yenkwai Adro basiwa asema kasa dodoa emfashema Everybody can say that I want so. Just one word is all I need. I do a bet you are as a remark. Casadodua and Fatima. Everybody can say that I want so. Just one word is all I need. Your word is yes and amen. Your words are true, you never lie. Whatever you say shall come to pass. Blossom, Yenquari. Every other voice, so yeah. It's an opinion, they can have it. Eradikaso kasa now dear. Every other voice so say it's an opinion. Eradikaso kasa now dear. Wasam wasam ni Yesusumo. Everybody wasam yenkwa. Wasam wasam ni Yesusu. Onyami wasam yenkwa. Wasam Wasam Yesusumo, onyame wasam yenkwa, wasam Yesusu, onyame wasam yenkwa. Just your word, Lord, we need your help and no one else. You alone.
I have something small to, just a little comment.
Okay.
I now understand why, this is still Kweku's favorite song. Because, let me see, about 2 years ago, I bought a Tesla.
Okay.
And when I went to his house to pick him, for a test drive and all that.
Tesla?
Yes.
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Is it the Tesla that they are bragging now?
Right.
2 years ago.
I've had it more than 2 years actually,
So
I went to pick him up and I was playing my own song, but this is the one he requested.
To
be played. We were actually playing it on YouTube, you can play whatever,
Yeah.
and he just loved it.
I
was playing my own song, but he requested that. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. This is Jab Media. My name is Bafo Ewa with my Aminu as well, and our special guest all the way from United States of America. Let me add Ohio to it.
Right.
Mr. Frank Adjei. I can say Mr. Frank PN Adjei-Mensah.
Right.
Thank you very much, and we are going to do our best. We are going to be your media partner.
No doubt.
Wherever, whatever, whenever we can do to support Jab Media, we are ready to also push this agenda or this big dream to the whole world. Jab Media, we have a very great, solid connection with a lot of pastors.
I agree.
A lot of pastors. Because almost 6 years in the media, hosting only pastors. So even if a day or every week I'm meeting one pastor, imagine the number of pastors I have. So when you said churches, I quickly googled and find out the number of pastors I can give.
Imagine.
And so we'll do our best. We'll take that part, push it to the pastors, push it to the Sunday schools, push it to the Islamic part. Then we are ready to go. Thank you very much.
Mother Ghana will thank you so much.
Yes, we will do that. We are ready to jab the world with the gospel. Excellent. As our slogan goes. Excellent. We really appreciate. Thank you very much for passing through. We really appreciate your coming. Enjoy your stay. Bye bye. So we end it with this for you. You say thank you. Bia or the master.
Jab Media. We jabbing the world.